Hello, everyone. This is Shiyao. I'm your TA for this class, Web 2.0 and Learning. Today, I will introduce a new tool for you. Maybe not a new tool, but you've already be familiar with this platform, Reddit. Um, from my perspective, I think this is kind of microcosm of the internet because it has a lot of kind of memes, news, or fun facts, etc., as well as like kind of learning materials for us. To begin with, I will go over a quick look at Reddit. So I have the front page of Reddit. As we can see, we see new Harry Potter trial cast, like people care about TV shows and like COVID shoot guidance, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of related to news. It's also from our subreddit news. And Liverpool parade incident is a kind of global news type. And also on the front page, we also see like, damn, that's interesting. So it's kind of meme type of thing or interesting fun fact thing. And so from this type of platform, how can we learn things? I think this kind of go to the theoretic perspective, like how we regard this space or how we treat this space. There's a kind of famous educator, Guy, in his 2004 article, Affinity Space. We can regard Reddit or the subreddit of Reddit, which are kind of the specific channels of interesting topic, as an affinity space. That's how we see Reddit as a space. It's like where people gather together around their interested topics. So, for example, I have a few different subreddit opened. So if you see under Reddit, there are specific subreddit channels called which names as R slash Pokemon Go. It's a kind of famous game people played for years. So in this subreddit, people kind of care about this game and they wanna learn more about the game strategy or like updates of this game. Or they could even build social network around this game. So if we go to community guide, we can see something like uh, etiquette, like be nice, and gamer etiquette, play fair. So things like that. And under this specific subreddit, we can see a few updates from users, like there are different creatures and also how returning to this game feels. It's like sort of memes. It's not necessarily related to learning, but if we go to next subreddit, our teachers, we can see more kind of education related and learning related things. For example, if we go to our teachers, Apple, this is a cute apple, and um, we have this kind of different type of updates. 33% of freshman class will not become sophomores, and multiple withdrawals on. Oh no, this is a kind of advertisement. That's why I sometimes hate Reddit because it kind of insert different advertisement here. And then we also see 14-year-old seventh grader still can't read, no answer from mom all year until now, etc. This is kind of humor. This kind of text gives different types of content category. Uh, Maybe we can see something more like learning related. Uh, a teacher friend made a really interesting point about the importance of memorization. This is a sort of curriculum. Maybe they are kind of sharing some experience or curriculum experience. So this kind of thing might work as a learning materials or so-called public pedagogy, because once one person posts this kind of content, other persons can reply to this content. Either they likes or upvote this content or downvote this content to promote this content to be on the top of the uh, this subreddit, or they can even do some more uh, in-depth interaction, such as they kind of reply to this comment and do some knowledge sharing and building. And the second thing, since we mentioned people's interaction or people's action in this space, the third point I want to make here is knowledge sharing and knowledge building in the subreddit. This is more related to not only limited to like the space character of this subreddit or Reddit in the entire community, but more related to individuals and like members or groups within this subreddit. How do they interact with each other and to kind of share knowledge or collaboratively build knowledges? And this is also from another famous scholar and their article in 2018. It's called the Learning in the Wild, coding for learning and practice on Reddit. So they basically develop a code book for how to analyze humans' behaviors in Reddit. So if we think from this perspective, knowledge sharing and knowledge building, at first there's need to be someone who would like to share their knowledge or share their question. That means there must be some people ask a question and someone else who has more experience will answer this question. So the Ask Academia is a good example for this type of interaction. From this kind of title, we can tell, yeah, this is about academia, and like we might have some questions about academia. So, like, what's the daily life of a professor be like, or something like. So here's an example. When someone cites your preprint, um, we can go in this detail. Here's one people ask about. I was delighted to see that someone cited preprint I have on SSRN when I recently checked my Google Scholar, blah, blah, blah. And then, but I, uh, so the question is like, if I listed an unused reference, the journal usually asks to remove it during the proof stage. And then he or she asks about the sort thoughts from the community. And so here, if we go down, we can see sometimes people cite a bunch of sources at once, showing as ig 1 to 8 or etc. Then it's easy to miss a specific citation when searching for 6, but this is only possible with citation style with numbered sources. So they kind of give a kind of answer or feedback to this question. They try to help this original poster, like kind of a way to solve this problem. So, and the other interesting example I think is like uh, within these subreddits, there are usually some novice participant and also more experienced participants. So from this post, we can see newbie professor, any advice? So here he or she listed a specific scenario. Yeah, I will be a new professor this next semester. I'm nervous and excited. So any advice? So here, more experienced professors give some advice on this. So what should you do and what should you prepare, etc. So to sum up a little bit, I think Reddit is a fun space or kind of to-go place for people who have questions and they want to know like up-to-date information about something or some specific topics. But just be careful because just like the kind of the whole ecology of the internet or what like in general society, like there are uh, good side and bad side, like kind of pros and cons, or kind of there are also dark sides of the internet, just like a microcosm. Be careful about those kind of fake news, misinformation, and also scams, advertisement. Be careful about this kind of information. I think Reddit is a kind of good place to start your research, start your kind of uh, investigation about something, about games, about like kind of house buying, investment suggestions, or kind of career suggestions. But also be careful about like, should I trust this information resources? Should I triangulate or kind of validate this information? All right. I hope you enjoy this kind of exploration or kind of do have a deep dive of this kind of Reddit community. I will see you in next episode. Thank you.